Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, it's Josh, and we have a lovely Terran vs. Zerg replay for you guys today, and it has been a week and a half or 2 weeks or so since I've done one of these recorded commentaries for YouTube, but I'm feeling good about this one. I've been casting all week, did some live commentaries over the weekend for Intel Extreme Masters American Championship group stages. Saw drewbie here, like we're about to see now. He played, and he did very well for himself. He went 2-0 in his first two series, and he plays again tonight against Pain User. But anyway, all those VODs can be found on IC Cup TV's Ustream, which I will link in the video description. Another thing I want to say is thank you so much. You guys are freaking awesome. That job application video that I posted yesterday and asked you guys to leave nice comments, I got over 300 comments just from you guys. Like, that is amazing, and I feel like with your support, I'm pretty much a shoo-in to get one of the 4 spots to wear t-shirts next year. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link that in the video description too. But basically there's a video on my channel that says help Josh get a job, and that has all the information in it. But anyway, okay, that's enough of that. And now it's time for an actual StarCraft 2 game. drewbie is the red Terran down here on the bottom of Metalopolis, and his opponent today is CellaWerra. And you guys might know CellaWerra, you might not. He's actually a South Korean player. He is a Zerg player, obviously. Just said that, but he didn't even get a spawning pool first. He's getting gas first, so he's gonna get some gas ready to go, then drop that spawning pool as soon as he hits 200 minerals. That way, right when that spawning pool finishes, he will have 100 gas, hopefully, so that he can start Zergling speed immediately. And drewbie, on the other hand, is doing a very standard Terran build with that barracks and refinery going up at the same time. He'll probably be making that orbital command right when that barracks finishes. So even though I didn't move the camera the first minute and a half of this game, you didn't miss anything really. Was still able to catch that spawning pool and everything. But CellaWerra, more about him. He's on the Korean clan, Werra. His name is Cella, I guess. He speaks English pretty well. He actually streams on TeamLiquid.net. He's a pretty funny guy too. When he plays on North American servers, he likes to do a lot of crazy things. But I actually did OBS this game live, but I don't remember really how it went because I actually watched Cella play. Oh my god, he's doing a gas steal over here on drewbie. I watched Cella play against Huck, like 3 games against Huck, like 3 games against Suggy of Root Gaming, and now a few games against drewbie of Root Gaming, and I don't really remember who won which games. Cella did take some games off of these North American pros, so I'm not sure who won what. Oh, Cella doing the repeated gas steal there. Actually, so these Marines are gunning it down, right? But when he cancels it, the drone pops back out with full health, and he can make another extractor immediately and delay that gas even longer. So drewbie's kind of got his hand forced here, but it's still not going to matter that much. Soon he will have enough Marines and SCVs or whatever to kill this drone and extractor for good. But his ramp is fully walled off with this reactor and this factory, so all these lings coming in from Cella, they don't have their speed yet, but they're not going to be able to get up that ramp. If they could try to attack, yeah, and see if this SCV gets in a bad position, he could go down, but no, he is going to safely pop out on the other side, and you can't repair something while it's building, so he actually could kill this reactor off. It does finish, so the SCV is able to start repairing it immediately. He might get it anyway. Oh, he does actually get it. 1 SCV repairing was not enough, but those Marines were able to kill so many lings that Cella's down to only 4 lings in the base now. Probably not going to be able to do much of anything except get some scouting information. Here you see he runs all the way into the smoke just to make sure there's nothing in there, and speed finishes right when he does that, so he runs back out. Only 2 of them still alive now for Cella. He did get his extractor up. Those Marines had to be pulled to deal with the Zergling threat at the front. A Hellion pops out now from that factory. Still 1 Zergling alive. That's actually pretty amazing. Oh, and he kills the SCV building this command center from drewbie. So drewbie just building a couple of Marines, getting that reactor up again. 1 Hellion coming out to help save the day against those early lings, and trying to expand quickly. This extractor is definitely going to go down now because Cella obviously did not cancel it the last time that he built it. So once it's dead, it'll be gone for good. drewbie can get the rest of the gas he so desperately needs as a Terran. He's actually throwing up another barracks now as well. His ramp is unblocked for just a moment, and Cella does have a lot of lings. Unfortunately, he does not know about that timing. Right now, he doesn't really have an overlord or any vision in that area. And while all that was going on, a hatchery was being built here at the Natural Force Cella, and it got up seemingly without a hitch. drewbie obviously was stuck defending, so wasn't able to do any sort of slowing down of the expansion of Cella. Cella actually gets his Lings out of the way quickly when these Hellions arrive, so that was pretty good forethought, or maybe he saw something with his Overlord or Watchtower. I don't think he did. I think it was pretty much just knowing. But checks around the map for any kind of weird expansions from drewbie. I'm not sure, you know, that's too likely to happen. But yeah, what is drewbie doing? Oh, what did I do? I hit the wrong key there. These Hellions poked out like they were going to come harass over here and didn't, but I think he actually could have gotten some kills on some Lings and some drones had he gone over there, because Cella's Lings are just way the hell over here on the right side of the map. He's still hiding them up here for some reason, maybe waiting to see if and when these Hellions move out. There he does have a Ling at the Watchtower, so he does see these many Hellions, but the Lings, I can't imagine, are doing too much work or too much good for Cella staying up there. Even if he runs down to the natural, drewbie's ramp is walled off and his natural is starting to be bunkered up with Marines and things, so not too sure what's going on in there, but Cella does have a lot of roaches here, able to defend against this initial Hellion harassment here. I don't think drewbie's going to be able to kill any drones just because of the sheer number of roaches and this very well-placed spine crawler in the mineral line. There you can see drewbie kind of backs off. No reason to lose those Hellions yet. He's just going to continue building back at home. Here he's got Stimpack researching. He's getting Marines and tanks now, and a medevac or two out of this no add-on starport, but a Hellion does go down there. I don't think Cella's lost anything. He's only going to leave 3 roaches, a spinecrawler, and a queen here to defend. Oh no! Drones are going down. 2 drones are being burnt up to a crisp. Cella takes a timeout from attacking the Hellions to actually do his larva inject. Back in this space, there are no spinecrawlers there to defend, so Cella's going to have to use these Lings to surround. Good surround there with the queen and the Lings. However, those Hellions really shouldn't have been able to kill anything, and they did actually achieve a couple of drone kills. So Cella now finally getting all his Lings and roaches together in one spot. I may have missed something. I'm going to go back. I want to see what Cella did with those many Lings that... What did you do with those Lings? So this is while the Hellions are being surrounded back in the main. The Lings and roaches actually did try to press the front here, but they're not going to do any damage against this many Marines and tanks and repairing SCVs. So that's what happened over there. And now we're catching up about back to where we were. Those Hellions just died. Cella returning his drones back to work. And Cella's going to have to, you know, kind of decide what to do here. He's got a lot of roaches, but drewbie has a pretty stout defense here with this bunker and tank. Drewbie actually picks up 6 Marines. Looks like he might be trying to organize a drop here, adding on 2 more barracks in his base. Oh, here we go though. Drewbie unable to do any sort of dropping while these roaches are pressing the front. The bunker goes down. Actually, man, that was actually huge that those Marines weren't ready to go there at the front. So that bunker goes down, a couple of SCVs go down. Drewbie is forced to transfer everything back over to the main and lift up his command center. Good choice slash good job lifting the command center. But all these roaches, not sure how much work they're going to get done. It looks like that tank that Drewbie did have out was killed. Now only a few Marines and SCVs here to stop these roaches. The roaches actually poking up from the bottom of this cliff. They have vision from these roaches at the top of the ramp, and they are killing off SCVs pretty quickly. That's a good number of SCVs killed. Cella still has a lot of units here. If we look at units tab real quick, Cella is pulling ahead on worker count by 6 now. His roaches are starting to finally die down to the rest of these Marines and this one sieged tank. So Drewbie pulling off that defense after all. He will be able to land his command center at some point. A couple of Lings coming in here, but of course with a tank and this many Marines, it's not going to be able to do anything. Just Lings being produced right now from Cella. No roaches there. Oh, more Lings all the time. No roaches. Not sure what's going on there. Cella is finally throwing up a gas over here at his natural. Other than that, he's going for his lair tech finally and getting a 3rd gas. So, oh man, this tank parked on this cliff here was able to splatter a bunch of Lings. Cella is in bad shape. He did not rebuild any roaches here. If you look at the production tab, he's still not building any roaches. I'm not sure what's going on with that. He has enough gas and enough larvae to be building things, so maybe he got distracted doing something Korean. I don't know. But Drewbie has a ton of Marines here, starting to pile up in big numbers. Cella does not have a baneling nest, so No splash damage there for those Marines accounted for yet. All he's got is these Speedlings that aren't going to be very effective at all, especially with siege tank support. So I'm liking drewbie's position right now. He's got 3 medevacs. He could do a drewbie drop if he felt like it. You know, where he just takes a medevac or 2, fills it up with Marines, and then presses the front while those medevacs drop here in the base and try to kill off a tech structure or a bunch of workers or whatever he chooses to kill off. So drewbie actually has the superior armor count. I mean, army, not armor. Sorry, I'm still a little bit rusty. But Cella is trying to expand to the gold. This might be the worst possible time to try and do this, since he doesn't have an army to defend it, and drewbie was already on the move. If Cella had his overlords maybe in some better scouting positions, he would have avoided that loss. But yeah, I have to think this third would have been a better choice. He could even, you know, his creep spreading is actually pretty abysmal right now too. Cella is a little bit disappointing me in that regard. His Baneling Nest is now finishing up, though. He saw the mass Marines, so at least he does get that going. His creep spread should at least connect the 2 bases. He's got a ton of Speedlings here and no Roaches. Spire is going up somewhere, also here in the back of this mineral line, and drewbie is about to show up, though. There are 7 Banelings morphing and 6 Mutalisks about to come out. If drewbie were to press right now, I have to think he would get a good amount of damage done. What else is he building back at home, though? He's got a tank and a couple of Marines, another medevac. Basically just tacking on more barracks as he goes, as he gets that economy going. Cella, unable to expand over there, sends a couple of drones. Both are going to be mowed down very quickly. Drewbie stims and runs in. All these Banelings, wow! Only 4 or 5 Marines were taken out by those Banelings, so Cella just very ineffective right there. Does drewbie have, yes, he does have 1-0 upgrades, so those Banelings fell very quick. Even the Mutas fell extremely quickly. These armored Roaches are going to help. He only has 3 of them, though, which kind of sucks for him. Cella's money, he was very, very inhibited by his gas number. The hatchery went down so fast. Oh my goodness, drewbie dropped in the main as well. I actually need to back up and check that out because I feel stupid when I miss something like that. Yeah, he did pull 1 medevac worth of Marines back here to the main mineral line while this hatchery was going down. So Cella a little too slow to react to the front, and now he's going to be too slow to react in the back. This drewbie drop being very effective here. Killing off a lot of workers, and now he's pulling all his army together, trying to consolidate them. He hasn't started to drop any Marines yet. There's only 1 Mutalisk that he can even hit these medevacs for the time being. I think he'll only lose 1 medevac, if any. He starts dropping all his Marines. The 1 medevac that's about to die has no Marines in it, so it doesn't even matter. All these Marines still alive, 20 plus Marines against basically nothing from Cella. He only had a couple of Mutalisks left to defend his main, so Cella GG's out, and drewbie is the victor of this game. I do believe drewbie won all his games against Cella, now that I think about it. Cella did quite well against Suggy, not so great against Huck or drewbie, though, so maybe I'll cast another game from this sort of these practice games, but Cella could have done quite a few things better. Drewbie played pretty much straight up, had a really good defense there at the beginning. It looked a little grim, actually, almost, at the beginning when he lost that tank and his bunker here at the front, but he was able to claw his way back, and basically Cella didn't have an answer. He got his Banelings up a little late, his Mutas a little late, didn't have enough gas to support either, and all those Banelings dying, being very ineffective against that line of Marines is actually a little disconcerting for Zerg. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that replay, and I will be back to casting these regularly for you guys. Hope you didn't mind the rusty cast there, but again, thanks for all the help with that job. I really do appreciate that, and if I get it in 2011, I'll be able to make money wearing t-shirts and still be able to provide you with StarCraft 2 casts. How awesome is that? Alright, so thanks, and bye-bye.